Chiefs 2025 offseason moves. A deep dive. The Kansas City Chiefs entered the 2025 offseason with a bitter taste after a 40-22 Super Bowl LIX loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, ending their bid for a historic three-peat. The defeat exposed critical weaknesses: an offensive line that allowed 6 sacks on Patrick Mahomes, a lack of explosive playmakers beyond Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy, and a defense needing depth after losing key contributors. General Manager Brett Veach, head coach Andy Reid, and the Chiefs' front office faced a pivotal offseason to retool a roster still anchored by Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. With $13.6 million in cap space post-salary cap increase to $279.2 million in 8 draft picks, including 4 in the top 100, Kansas City made calculated moves in free agency, trades, and the NFL draft to address these gaps. This article provides an in-depth analysis of the Chiefs' 2025 offseason, exploring their roster transactions, draft strategy, and the implications for their 2025 Super Bowl aspirations. Offseason context and priorities. The Chiefs' 2024 season was a roller coaster. Despite a 12-5 record and a fourth straight AFC Championship appearance, injuries and inconsistency plagued the roster. Isaiah Pacheco's fractured fibula sidelined him for 8 games. Jawan Taylor struggled at right tackle, and the secondary missed L'Jarius Sneed traded to the Titans. Super Bowl LIX was a low point, with Mahomes pressured on 42% of dropbacks and the defense unable to contain Jalen Hurts. Posts on X captured fan frustration, with at Chiefs Kingdom 23 lamenting the O-line collapse and at NFL Fanatic calling for more weapons. Veach identified 4 priorities: offensive line protection, bolster the tackles to protect Mahomes; defensive depth, replace departing free agents like Tershawn Wharton and Justin Reed; playmaking depth, add speed at wide receiver and running back; cap management, retain core players like Trey Smith and Nick Bolton while staying under the cap. With Mahomes' contract restructured to free up $20 million and Jones' deal adjusted for flexibility, the Chiefs had room to maneuver. Their offseason unfolded in 3 phases: free agency, trades, and the NFL draft. Free agency, strategic signings and retentions. The Chiefs kicked off free agency on March 12, 2025, with a flurry of moves to address immediate needs. Below is a detailed breakdown of their key signings and re-signings, per ESPN, The Athletic, and Arrowhead Prime. Key additions: OT Jalen Moore 2 years, $30M, $21. $2M guaranteed impact. The Chiefs' top priority was fixing the left tackle position after DJ Humphries' injury and Kingsley Su'Mataya's benching in 2024. Moore, 27, a former 49ers starter, played 827 snaps in 2024, earning an 82.4 puff pass blocking grade. NFL.com's Eric Edholm noted Moore played well down the stretch, replacing Trent Williams, making him a viable short-term solution. His athleticism suits Andy Reid's wide zone scheme, and his contract provides stability until draft pick Josh Simmons is ready. Risk: Moore's limited starting experience, 1 full season, raises questions about his consistency. Arrowhead Pride called it a risky move given his $15M annual average, but the Chiefs' coaching staff, led by Andy Heck, has a track record of elevating linemen. CB Christian Fulton 2 years, $20M, $15M guaranteed impact. With Sneed gone and Justin Reed unsigned, the secondary needed a veteran. Fulton, 27, ranked number 8 among cornerbacks in the Athletics free agency rankings. His 2024 season with the Titans included 55 tackles, 8 pass breakups, and a 78.9 puff coverage grade. Paired with Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, Fulton forms a formidable trio. Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive scheme benefits from Fulton's physicality 85.2 puff run support grade. Risk. Fulton's injury history missed 20 games from 2021 to 2023 is a concern, but his $10M annual salary is cost-effective for a starting corner. RB Elijah Mitchell 1 year, $3. 5M impact. Pacheco's 2024 injury exposed the Chiefs' lack of backfield depth. Mitchell, 27, missed 2024 with a hamstring injury but posted 1,200 all-purpose yards in 2023 with the 49ers. His 4.38 40-yard dash and 88.2 puff receiving grade make him a third-down complement to Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. The Athletic noted Mitchell's speed and hands as a fit for Reed's passing game. Risk. Mitchell's durability is a red flag, having played only 27 games from 2022 to 2024. His low-cost deal mitigates risk, but the Chiefs may draft a running back for insurance. DL Jerry Tillery 1 year, $3M impact. With Wharton unsigned, Tillery adds defensive line versatility. The 28-year-old played both interior and edge roles for the Vikings in 2024, recording 2.5 sacks and 22 pressures. ESPN's Adam Tyker praised Tillery's ability to fill multiple roles, aligning with Spagnuolo's flexible fronts. Risk. Tillery's 12.5 career sacks over 6 seasons suggest limited upside. He's a depth piece, with the draft expected to address long-term needs. QB Gardner Minshew 1 year, $2. 5M impact. Minshew, 29, replaces Carson Wentz as Mahomes' backup. With 59 career games and 46 starts, he brings experience 7,500 passing yards, 52 TDs. ESPN noted Minshew's familiarity with AFC West defenses, having faced the Chiefs multiple times. His low cap hit fits Kansas City's preference for veteran backups. Risk. Minshew lacks Wentz upside but is a reliable stopgap. The Chiefs face minimal risk given Mahomes' durability. Mike Edwards 1 year, $1. 5M impact. Edwards, a former Chief, returns after a 2024 stint with the Bills, 51 tackles, 1 interception. His familiarity with Spagnuolo's scheme and 5 pass breakups in 2024 add depth to a young safety group Brian Cook, Jaden Hicks, Chamari Connor. Risk. Edwards, 29, is a rotational player, not a starter, but his veteran minimum deal is low risk. DL Mike Pennell 1 year, $1. 255M impact. Pennell, 34, re-signed as a run-stuffing nose tackle. His 2024 season 3 sacks, 25 tackles was a career best, and his 80.1 puff run defense grade bolstered Kansas City's number 6 run defense. The Athletic highlighted Pennell's role next to Chris Jones. Risk. Age is a factor, but Pennell's limited role and cheap contract minimize concerns. Key re-signings G. Trey Smith franchise tag, $23. 4M impact. Smith, 26, is a cornerstone of the offensive line, starting 79 of 80 games since 2021. His 88.7 puff run blocking grade and Pro Bowl nod in 2024 made him a priority. The non-exclusive tag allows negotiations for a long-term deal, projected at $20M annually per spate track. Veach called Smith irreplaceable at the NFL Combine. Risk. The tag's high cost strains the cap, but restructuring Mahomes' deal offsets it. A long-term extension remains a priority. LB Nick Bolton 3 years, $45M, $30M guaranteed impact. Bolton, 24, signed before hitting free agency, securing a defensive leader. His 108 tackles in 2024 and 88.6 puff coverage grade make him Spagnuolo's field general. The Athletic ranked him the number 3 linebacker available, and his $15M annual average is a bargain for a 100 tackle player. Risk. None significant. Bolton's youth and production lock in a core defender. W.R. Hollywood Brown 1 year, $11M impact. Brown, 28, returns after a 2024 shoulder injury limited him to 450 yards. His 2023 season, 1,100 yards with the Cardinals, shows his potential as a WR2. His chemistry with Mahomes and familiarity with Reed's offense ensure continuity. Risk. Brown's injury history and lack of a long-term deal raise questions, but his one-year contract aligns with the Chiefs' cap strategy. RB Kareem Hunt 1 year, $4M impact. Hunt, 30, stepped up in Pacheco's absence, rushing for 650 yards in 2024. His 82.4 puff pass blocking grade and 25 receptions add versatility. Re-signing Hunt ensures backfield stability. Risk. Hunt's age and 4.2 yards per carry suggest a declining ceiling, but his role as a complementary back fits. W.R. Juju Smith-Schuster 1 year, $3M impact. Smith-Schuster, 28, provides depth with 32 catches in 2024. His 78.1 puff slot grade and veteran presence help younger receivers like Worthy. Risk. Limited production makes him expendable if draft picks shine. Notable departures: Joe Thuney traded to Bears for 2026 fourth-round pick impact. Trading Thuney, a two-time All-Pro, was a cap-driven move, saving $15M. His 89.2 puff grade in 2024 made him a loss, but Kingsley Suamataya steps in at left guard. Puff's Thomas Valentine called it a blow, but the Chiefs' depth Creed Humphrey, Mike Caliendo softens the impact. Justin Reed impact. Reed, 28, started 59 games over 3 years, with 23 pass breakups. His departure leaves Cook, Hicks, and Connor as the primary safeties. The Athletic noted the Chiefs' confidence in their young group, bolstered by Edwards' return. DL Tershawn Wharton impact. Wharton's 3.5 sacks in 2024 were valuable, but his exit was expected with Jones and Pennell locked in. Tillery and draft picks fill the gap. DT Derek Noddy impact. Noddy's run-stopping role 78.5 puff grade was replaced by Pennell, a cheaper alternative. His departure had minimal impact. NFL Draft. Building for the future, the Chiefs entered the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay April 24th-26 with 8 picks, leveraging their board to address long-term needs. Veach traded number 31 to the Eagles for number 32 and a 5th rounder, then moved up in the 3rd round using a 2026 4th rounder. Below is a detailed look at their selections, per Arrowhead Pride, CBS Sports, and The Athletic. Round 1, number 32 from 5. OT Josh Simmons, Ohio State profile, 6'5", 310 pounds, 4.92 40-yard dash, 88.9 puff pass, blocking grade 2023. Why he fits. Simmons, a projected top 10 pick, fell due to a 2024 knee injury torn patella. His athleticism, 34-inch vertical, and tape 0 sacks allowed in 2023 make him a future left tackle. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco called him the draft's best lineman. Simmons learns behind Moore with a mid-season starting path. Risk. His recovery timeline is critical. The Chiefs' medical eval projects full clearance by July 2025, but setbacks could delay his impact. Round 2. No. 63. DT Omar Norman Lott, Tennessee profile. 6'3", 305 pounds, 4.9540, 5 sacks in 2024. Why he fits. Norman Lott's explosiveness 10-2 broad jump adds pass rush depth behind Jones. His 2024 season 5.5 tackles for loss fits Spagnuolo's three-man fronts. Arrowhead Pride noted his high motor as a Wharton replacement. Risk. A second-round reach per some analysts, with Prisco citing attitude concerns. Limited college snaps 38% in 2024 raise consistency questions. Round 3, number 66 from 10. D. Ashton Gillott, Louisville profile. 6'3", 275 pounds, 4.7840, 12.5 sacks in 2023. Why he fits. Gillott's 23.5 career sacks and 89.7 puff pass rush grade make him a Karlaftis-like edge. His relentless style suits Spagnuolo, and the NFL.com's Lance Zierlein compared him to Max Crosby. He rotates with Charles Omenihu early. Risk. A dip in 2024 production, 8.5 sacks due to double teams, is a minor concern, but his motor mitigates it. Round 3, number 85 trade up. CB Noel Williams, California profile. 6'1", 200 pounds, 4.4240, 7 interceptions in 2024. Why he fits. Williams led the nation in picks and allowed a 40.1 passer rating in coverage. His physicality, 88.9 puff run support grade, and versatility nickel/safety align with Spagnuolo's scheme. He's the CB4 behind McDuffie, Watson, and Fulton. Risk. Limited starting experience, one full season makes him a projection, but his ball skills are undeniable. Round 4, no. 133. W.R. Jalen Royals, Utah State profile. 6'0", 195 pounds, 4.3940, 15 touchdowns in 2023. Why he fits. Royals 1,080 yards and 119.1 yards per game 2024. 7 games scream big play potential. His 54% contested catch rate and 14.2 YAC average add depth behind Rice, Worthy, and Brown. Prisco called him a fourth-round heist. Starts as a returner/WR4. Risk. A 2024 foot injury raises durability concerns, but his tape suggests WR2 upside. Round 5, number 156 from 5. LB Jeffrey Bassa, Oregon profile. 6'2", 225 pounds, 4.5240, 78 tackles in 2024. Why he fits. Bassa's 88.4 puff coverage grade and sideline-to-sideline speed fit Spagnuolo's zone-heavy looks. He's a special teams ace and Bolton's backup, with starter potential by 2026. Risk. Undersized for a traditional linebacker, but his speed compensates. Round 7, no. 228. R.B. Brashard Smith, SMU profile, 5'10", 195 pounds, 4.3840, 1,200 all-purpose yards in 2024. Why he fits. Smith's 42 catches and 26.8 yards per kick return 2023 add special teams and third down value. Arrowhead Pride called him a Pacheco compliment. He competes with Mitchell for RB3. Risk. Late round running backs rarely make rosters, but Smith's versatility boosts his odds. Round 7, no. 230. T. Jake Briningstool, Clemson profile, 6'6", 240 pounds, 4.6240, 49 catches in 2024. Why he fits. With Kels, 36, nearing retirement, Briningstool is a developmental pass catcher. His 82.6 puff receiving grade and size make him a red zone target. He's TE3 behind Kels and Noah Gray. Risk. Raw route running limits immediate impact, but his role is long-term. Draft grades and analysis analysts lauded the Chiefs' draft. ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. gave an A, praising Simmons as a top 10 talent and Williams' ball hawk instincts. NBC Sports' Connor Rogers gave an A for Veach's trade-back savvy, noting Bass's fifth-round value. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco awarded an A, calling Royals a future starter. On X, at Bleacher Brother gave an A, and at Weddlegod an A+, citing starters at every level. Risks include Simmons' knee, Norman Lott's reach status, and Smith's roster chances. But Veach's history Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith inspires confidence. Strategic implications. The Chiefs' offseason was a masterclass in balancing immediate needs with long-term planning. Offensive line. Moore and Simmons solidify the tackles, with Suamataya and Humphrey anchoring the interior. Mahomes' protection improves significantly. Defense. Fulton, Williams, Gillott, and Norman Lott add versatility to Spagnuolo's scheme, offsetting Reed and Wharton's losses. Playmakers. Royals and Smith inject speed, while Brown's return ensures continuity. Kelsey's decision to play 2025 despite a $20 M cap hit stabilizes the passing game. Cap flexibility. Restructuring Mahomes and Jones, plus Thuney's trade, keeps Kansas City $10 M under the cap per Spotrac, with room for midseason moves. Challenges remain. The offensive line's cohesion hinges on Moore's consistency and Simmons' health. Norman Lott must prove his worth, and Pacheco's recovery is critical with Hunt aging. Kadarius Toney, with 6 drops in 2024, faces a roster battle against Royals and Smith-Schuster.